What's up? It's your girl Tisha Campbell, and you're tuned in to the Hot Zone.
Yeah. Yeah. You feel it? We winning in this world today. Ain't nobody gonna take a fame. We going in. Yeah, we going in.
Seven seas to the land. You locked in with International Most P.
What's happening, everybody? Man, your girl, International Most P. We are here again for all new in the Hot Zone, featuring some hot talent. We're going to talk about the hot spices. We're going to talk about the hot juices and so much more here on the Hot Zone. Today, we got a special artist originally from Kansas City, Mo, you know, the Midwest, KCMO, but now by way in Round Rock, Texas. I always get tongue twisted when I say that. Oh my God, it's just a lot of R's for me. But she's down in Texas. Everybody put your hands together, no matter where you tuning in, high, low, left, wet, dry, cold. However, for Kayla Masters, we're here. What's happening?
Hey there. What's happening?
What's happening? I said that right? I said your name right?
Yeah.
Kayla Masters. Yeah, okay. I'm making sure. So here we are. We're going to talk about your new single, Priorities, but a lot of other good jazz that you have going on. So first of all, how is your day going today?
It's going good. It's nice. It's great weather out here, so I've been enjoying the walk.
That's good because, you know, Texas has good weather. Sometimes. No, just it's better than what we got here in the Midwest. So we know where you located because I already said it. But like, when did that change? When did you move from Kansas City Mo to Texas, and how was it?
I just moved here last November. I briefly stayed in California for a bit, so I moved over from there. It's really nice, actually. I have a lot of family down here, so I've always vacationed down here from Kansas City to Texas, so I'm kind of used to it. But it's a lot hotter out here than Kansas City.
That part, very hot, very hot. The 90s, the 100s, you know, where you can see the grass catching on fire type temperature.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I seen that one day riding on the highway when I was in Fort Worth. So here we are. We're talking about you and who you are as an artist, as a person, as just a being in this world that we live in. Let's dive in. Kayla Masters. Is that your government name, or is that an artist name you created for yourself?
Yeah, that's my government.
Unique with that being said. Like, a lot of people want to put identities on top of them, but you said, no, I'm going to call myself Kayla Masters because that's who I am. So here we're going to dive in and talk about when did you find music? Like, when did Kayla Masters become the artist that we are talking to today?
Yeah, so I guess I started playing instruments when I was younger. In elementary school, I played piano and guitar, violin. And I first really started writing music when I heard people like, I think it was Lana Del Rey. I heard it on video games, and it sounded so great. I had to learn it, how to play it myself. And then I kind of was off from there, just like writing my own stuff and sharing it with my friends and my family.
Okay, so that was nice. That is nice to hear how it all formulated and got us to where we are today. So as a kid, what was you like? Can you remember what you were like when you were a kid?
When I was a kid, I was loud. I was like the loudest one. I don't know. I feel like I've kind of like calmed down a bit since then, but I was really creative and I was really loud.
Wow, turn up. That's crazy. Because, I mean, right now it seems like you're very laid back, chill, calm now. Like, is it the complete opposite now that you're your age now? I could tell.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
I could tell. Like, wow. Okay, so when you were a kid, what was your favorite things to do?
I think school. School's always been a huge part of my life. Just going to like school, hanging out with friends there. I loved it. Like getting involved in extracurriculars. I was in drama club, and yeah, I loved that.
Drama, wow. So when we're on drama, what is your favorite movie or play of all time?
Of all time, I would have to say probably Interstellar, just because like it's one of my favorite topics. I think space is so interesting, and I'm hoping like in the future, like we can get more exploration there.
Wow, dope. I like it. So we like getting to know you. This really is the hot juiciest part of you in this interview, is just learning you and what makes you tick, you know. We're moving on through your journey. We talked about what you did as a kid. We found out when you found love in music. We found out where you moved, where you at, how it's like, how you like it, you know, all that good jazz. We found out all that in just this little bit of time. Wow, we're segueing right through Kayla Masters' life. And we're right now, we're at that part in your career where we're finding out like your first song, you drop any albums. Like, let's talk about when your career changed. And when I say change, I mean like when you realize, wow, this is really happening. So let's talk about that moment.
Yeah, I think that would have to be for me. Just when I started getting some recognition on like the radio stations back in Kansas City, just around like the Missouri area. Just like I used to listen to radio stations like 96.5 The Buzz, and like when they like played my song for the first time, I was like, wow, it's like, because that was always a dream of mine, just to connect with people like that.
Okay, look at that child getting played on the radio. And here we are, like we're here in your career. We already here now. We're in 2022, 23, 21. We're in that era of your career. How, like, where was your, I wouldn't say that, actually I'm gonna say, when was your first show, or what is your favorite show you ever did perform for or at?
I think my first show was like back in 2014 maybe. It was at a bar over in Kansas City. I was so nervous. Like I went and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna mess up. And then but I started playing, it all went well. Yeah, but I think my favorite show of all time was Snake Saturday Parade. I don't know if like you guys have heard of that, but it's like kind of a festival they throw every year in Kansas City. And I got the opportunity to play there 2 years in a row. I was on a stage the first year and then like on a float the next year. And the float was really awesome because I kind of got to like go through the city and just like see who was there.
I love it. Okay. I asked these because we want to know where you've been, where you're going, and where you want to end up, if you know what I mean. So that's the part where like we talk about your first shows, some of your memorable shows. Now we're going to get into priorities, that era of your career when you drop priorities, and you know where that song come from, your inspirations. All that is in this part of the Hot Spices, part of the interview with the hot talent. So first question, your inspiration, music, whoever inspires you, it's the time to shout them out.
I think probably my orchestra teacher would have been one of the greatest influences, just because like she was one of the main people who taught me how to read music, and just she taught me how to play the violin, and that's really helped me. Just in my first album, Slow, I think I was able to include a few of the instruments, including the violin.
Violin is hard to play, like a cello, like a trumpet. Any instrument, I've never learned how to play it, so I am kudos. I'm like, okay. I'm like, like dopeness. That's talent in itself. Cause me, I'm an ear person. Like I don't know how to read it. So that's dope that you can read music, and your orchestra teacher or professor was your, inspiration, and encouraged the journey of your violinist. Violinist, made up a word right there. And here we are, we talk about your inspirations. Now we're going into talking about your music aspect, your first song, or how was it when you first went in the studio? Like, let's talk about that journey of your career.
Yeah, I think the first time I went to the studio, it was kind of similar to my first show. I was so nervous. I think that would have been freshman year of high school for me. I went into Dream High Studios, it's called. I've worked with them for a while. They've taught me a lot of what I know. But I went in, my mom took me, I was pretty young, I brought my guitar, and they were like, so play us a song. And I was like, oh my gosh, because like I'd never played a song for anyone other than like my parents before. So I started playing. I was like, hold on. Yeah, and I was like playing guitar and singing, and they're like, oh yeah, you can work with it. Thank God, because yeah, you never really know.
That part. But it's sometimes it's destined. You know, you put yourself, or you get in opportunities that are already laid out for you anyways, and you just there, you just flow right through it. So there we go. We did the first song on that journey of the first time you recorded and where you recorded at. Now we're gonna get into priorities, okay? Priorities. How, what, when, why, all the questions that go to creating a song. Where were you when you recorded it? Who produced it? What was on your mind when you created it? You know, let's talk about it.
Yeah, so this song is, I guess I kind of wanted to, I was sitting out by my parents' school, and I was kind of like just trying to like, I mean, I guess it sounds kind of funny, but like just get some things straight, get some of my priorities straight. So I just started like writing down some stuff, and I was like, hey, like I could turn this into a song. It just kind of went out through there, and like with the instrumental, I produce a lot of my music myself. I went to school for music production for audio engineering. This one I got some sounds, and like I sent them over to Farajaro, and he did the final engineering and everything for me. And it sounded amazing when you sent it back, but I kind of just wanted to get the vibe that like the listener was sitting out by the pool like I was at the time, able to like kind of chill to the track.
Okay. So, oh my goodness. When I listen to priorities, I go into a different world. I like to dissect songs and just vibe out to them. So I'm proud and happy that you're giving us this gift of priorities. Thank you for breaking it down, of how it came about. When I think of musical inspirations, like if you can do I won't say a remix. I never like to give artists the chance to even think about remixing of the song. But if you can collab, what is your dream collaboration? That'll be the form of the question I would ask. Instead of if you can make a remix to priorities, who would you want them on it? Don't worry about that question. What is a dream collaboration for you?
I think someone I guess I'm really wanting to work with someone like Doja Cat, or someone maybe like some of the a newer artist I found, Snow the Product, I think she's called. She's really great at rapper. Yeah, one of those two, just someone with kind of a different message behind them. Okay.
So we get through this interview really, really nice and smooth, and we've already covered a lot of ground. But if there is something that I didn't cover that you would like to be covered, this is the moment to talk about it. Do you have anything, because a lot of questions in my interviews I don't ask. I like to have an open forum type of conversation. I don't like to be, this. I like to do open-ended questions a lot. But if it's anything that you feel your fans, your new fans, your family, or just anybody that you want to hear and learn more about Caleb Masters, this is your floor. Speak to us.
Yeah, sure. I guess definitely if you get the chance, go check out my first studio album, The Flow. It's kind of laid back electro-pop. So if you're looking for just like a cool, chill kind of day, then yeah, definitely you can check it out on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, anywhere.
Okay. See, look, y'all, she got an album. So when people listen to your music, what do you want them to take from it?
I think what something that I've learned is like you can't like do everything yourself, but you can put like more into it than like people let you think, especially I don't know, because like I guess like I went to school for audio engineering, so I guess like just seeing the opportunities that you can get when you kind of educate yourself in different types of fields, I found like I'm able to like make a track, and like maybe I'll be in my room for like a day or like a month or so, just like working on in the studio, just working on something. But it's definitely like educate yourself on things that you really want to accomplish. And yeah, that's something that has turned out great for me.
Nice. Okay. Alrighty. Look at that. So everybody go check out her first album, Flow, her first studio album, Flow. She also went to school for audio engineering. Wow, that's dope. That way you really can master and be connected with your music, because audio engineering, you know how you want to maneuver it, groove it, you know, all that good stuff. So we're getting to the end of the interview, and we have this song called Priorities that I am excited for you all to listen to. She talked about it earlier, and how it came about and what it is. And she also answered the open-ended question of what, you know, she wants people to take from everything, her music, just take from life itself. Before we get out of here, I want you to take the time to do any shout-outs.
Yeah, so I guess I want to definitely send a shout-out to you in my studio, and my parents for supporting me.
Look at that, y'all. Shout out to the parents. Family support is big. It's super dope. What is all your social medias, and where can they check out your new single, Priorities?
Yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and other social platforms under I Am Kayla Masters. And you can check out my new single just everywhere, really, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes. Yeah.
I got it. Y'all make sure. This is DJ Most Precious. I am supporting this up-and-coming indie artist from Kansas, originally moved to Cali and now down in Round Rock, Texas, y'all. Check her out. Kayla Masters everywhere. Priorities out now. This your girl, International Most P, and we in the Hot Zone, talking all that hot jazz, hot sauces, hot spices with the hot talent, hot everything. It's a pleasure. Kayla, we are family now, so this is what I tell all the guests that come into the Hot Zone, that come on back now, you hear?
For sure, yeah.
For sure, yeah. You can see you. You gonna come eat at my table? No, I'm just playing. So yeah, thank you for stopping through in the Hot Zone. It's your girl, DJ Most Precious. Salute to you. And before I get out of here, I know I should ask this person. You got any upcoming shows you want to talk about, to promote, to see if people can come to?
No, I don't. We don't have any schedules at the moment. If we do have them come up, I will definitely keep everyone updated.
There we go. Everybody updated it however you feel. Just tap into our social media. I am Kayla Masters. And make sure you stream Priorities. This your girl, DJ Most Precious, and it's time to get out of here. We in the Hot Zone. Catch y'all next week. Let's go.
Hey, this is Kayla Masters, and you're locked in with DJ Most Precious. And here's my new song, Out of My Head.
Your shoes are laying on my floor, you took them off, don't know what for. I thought I made it clear to you, I have better things to do. I made myself prioritize myself for once, so normalize. I never liked the way you talk to me. Your shirt is hanging on my door, you took it off, don't know what for. I thought I made it clear to you, I have better things to do. Your pillow's laying on my bed, I don't know where I'd rest my head if you weren't here with me tonight. Want you in my bed tonight. Want you out of my head, alright. Wrap you up and hold you tight. Want you out of my head, alright. Just want you in my bed tonight. Want you out of my head, alright. Wrap you up and hold you tight. Want you in my bed. You up and hold you tight. Want you out of my head, alright. Just want you in my bed tonight. Want you out of my head, alright. Wrap you up and hold you tight. Want you in my bed tonight. Just want you in my bed tonight. Want you out of my head, alright. Wrap you up and hold you tight. Want you out of my head, alright. Just want you in my bed tonight. Want you out of my head, alright. Wrap you up and hold you tight. Want you out of my head.
DJ Most Precious exclusive.